to Deep Sleep Stories. Thank you to everyone who's been listening. If these stories help you relax or fall asleep, a short review, comment, or sharing the podcast with someone who might benefit is a simple and meaningful way to support the show so that we may continue to offer it for free. Now, take a slow, gentle breath and let's begin tonight's story.
Welcome to Deep Sleep Stories, where gentle whispers of fantasy guide you toward rest. Tonight, you are invited to settle into a soft and comforting space, letting each breath soothe your body and lighten the burdens of the day. Picture the faint glow of star-kissed skies, the hush of ancient trees, and the promise of a magical evening filled with sparkling constellations. In just a few moments, you will drift into the tale of a majestic starfall over hidden elven ruins, a place where time flows slowly and quiet wonders wait to be discovered. For now, feel your shoulders drop, let your hands rest comfortably, and allow your heart to match the calm rhythm of your breath. Inhale gently, noticing the cool air as it enters your lungs. Exhale slowly, sensing any heaviness flow out with your breath, letting tension slip away. You are safe here, nurtured by the soft light of your own imagination. This is your time to relax, to float on a gentle current of words, and to drift into a realm of deep peace. Let any lingering thoughts drift past like clouds on a mild summer day, and simply enjoy the softness that envelops you. Now, let the story unfold in gentle slowness, allowing each scene to come alive around you without any effort on your part. No need to search for meaning or worry about what comes next. Simply follow along as the world of ancient forests, starlit skies, and hidden elven wonders reveals itself. You are free to let go, as the story will carry you gently, like a slow lullaby. Let the hush of deep night caress your senses. Let the rich scents of damp moss and fragrant blossoms cradle you in a timeless embrace. This moment is for you and you alone. No demands, no rush, only a slow, soothing journey into a distant land where serenity reigns. Long ago, in the peaceful heart of a forest so old that even its wild creatures barely remembered its beginning, a little clearing opened to the sky. Tall silver trees, their bark shimmering faintly in moonlight, bowed in a circular grove around a stretch of soft grass. At the center, nestled in moss and hidden from prying eyes, lay the graceful ruins of an elven citadel. Under the gentle watch of the stars, the ancient stones gleamed with a quiet, knowing light. On a mild, tranquil evening, a lone traveler arrived at the edge of this grove, guided by the faint rustle of leaves and the allure of whispered tales about elven magic. This traveler, humble and unhurried, moved with calm curiosity through the undergrowth. Each careful step brushed lightly against fallen petals and slivers of moonlit bark, releasing delicate forest scents into the night air. Beneath branches draped in silvery moss, the traveler paused, gazing upward at a sky strewn with stars, each one flickering like a promise of wonder. Farther within the grove, the traveler found old steps leading down into what remained of a grand courtyard. Broken columns, carved long ago by hands of uncanny skill, rose from the earth in elegant arcs. Between them, trailing vines hung, adorned with night-blooming flowers that gave off a subtle perfume, reminiscent of summer rain. Fallen stones and bits of intricately cut crystal lay scattered about, sparkling faintly whenever the moonlight touched their surfaces. It was a scene of both tranquility and majesty, an ancient stage set for starlight to dance upon. Softly, the traveler bent down and ran gentle fingers across the worn stone path. The marks of a bygone age spoke silently of what once had been, an elven kingdom famed for its harmony with nature, a realm where starlit ceremonies and moonlit feasts had taken place. Now, all that was left were memories hidden in vine-shrouded corners and in the quiet hush that settled over the place each night. Yet the air felt charged with a calm energy, a lingering testament to the elegance and grace that once thrived here. As the wind stirred the leaves above, a whisper seemed to echo among the ruins. Almost like a voice, it brushed softly along the old walls, weaving between the slender branches and curling around the traveler's ears. It spoke of an ancient prophecy. On nights when the sky turned unusually clear and the constellations aligned in a particular dance, a shower of stars would bless the land, illuminating these very ruins with shimmering celestial magic. With eyes closed, the traveler let the hush fill them, breathing in the story carried on the gentle breeze. Dusk deepened toward true night, and the moon shone brighter, casting silver light across the broken columns. Gradually, the traveler made a quiet camp near the base of an ancient archway. It was neither imposing nor grand anymore. Time had softened its edges and broken its once lofty crown. Yet it stood gracefully, a silent guardian watching over the courtyard. The traveler lit a small lantern, its mellow glow flickering against the stone. But there was no sense of urgency, no rush to do anything except wait for the silent miracle of stars to begin. All around, the forest breathed in unison. A gentle rustle in the underbrush signaled a rabbit nibbling at wild herbs. Soft chirps, perhaps crickets, offered a soothing lullaby in the background. Dew gathered on the petals of night blossoms, each drop reflecting the moonlight like tiny mirrors. Nearby, a trickle of water glided over smooth stones, the silver threads of a hidden stream weaving their own soft music into the tapestry of the night. Time passed slowly in this place. The traveler leaned against a fragment of carved stone, letting the warmth of the lantern brush against their hands. Overhead, the moon was a luminous orb, hanging low and full, illuminating the clearing. The courtyard itself seemed to shimmer, the stone ground glinting with faint flecks of quartz. Even the columns, worn down by centuries, revealed glimmers of crystal embedded in the rock. Every surface reflected starlight, as if they, too, were waiting in anticipation for something extraordinary. When midnight approached, A hush settled across the clearing. The wind died down, and even the rustling leaves seemed to stand still. In the quiet, the traveler's gaze lifted toward the heavens. One by one, bright points of light detached from the starry canopy above, tracing delicate arcs across the sky. Each trail lingered a moment longer than the last, a gentle blaze in the night before fading into the darkness. The starfall had begun. At first, only a few meteors glided by, like fleeting pearls dropping into a sea of midnight. Yet as the minutes slipped by, the pace quickened. More and more stars fell in graceful parabolas, illuminating the ruins in pale, ethereal light. The traveler, entranced, watched as each falling star reflected in the polished surfaces of the stone. It was as if the cosmos itself reached down, sprinkling glittering fragments across the ancient courtyard. A sensation of warm enchantment filled the air. The stones, which had silently witnessed ages of change, now took on a soft luminescence. Runes once carved into the walls began to faintly glow, revealing whirls and patterns reminiscent of swirling galaxies. The traveler rose quietly, stepping closer to one large column upon which runic spirals flickered. This distant magic, dormant for eons, stirred under the gentle touch of fallen starlight. As it awakened, the entire courtyard glowed with a serene radiance. Here there was no danger, no conflict to interrupt the hush. Instead, the ruins themselves seemed to breathe again, as though the night sky had revived an ancient heartbeat. The traveler could almost hear it, a slow, melodic pulse resonating deep within the stones, in time with the shooting stars overhead. Perhaps, in an age long past, elves gathered beneath these same columns on nights like this, chanting soft hymns to the constellations and dancing in circles of moonlit harmony. Beyond the courtyard, in a corner where a cracked wall gave way to a crumbling corridor, the traveler glimpsed a gently glowing archway. Vines and wildflowers tumbled from the wall's top, forming a living curtain that swayed in the faint breeze. Curious, the traveler moved closer, noticing the gentle illumination resonating from carvings etched into the corridor's inner walls. Each carving depicted scenes of star-filled ceremonies, robed figures with slender silhouettes, arms lifted toward the sky, receiving the blessing of shimmering showers. Quietly, the traveler stepped through the archway, the soft tread of boots against stone echoing in the silence. Inside, the air was cool but not cold, carrying a subtle scent of damp earth and sweet flowers. Pale beams of starlight filtered through gaps in the roof, revealing dust motes dancing lazily in the air. The corridor led to a smaller chamber, where stone benches lined the walls, each bench carved with intricate scrolls of vines and blossoms. At the center of this chamber stood a pedestal shaped like an open lotus. A single moonbeam fell upon it, as though an invisible window above allowed the night sky to shine directly down. The traveler approached, feeling a gentle vibration emanating from the pedestal, as though it were humming in quiet synergy with the starfall outside. The top of the lotus-shaped platform bore a slight depression, ringed by more runic inscriptions that glimmered faintly under the moonbeam's gentle glow. It seemed to invite a gentle touch, a gesture of respect or curiosity. With careful hands, the traveler placed a smooth fragment of crystal, found earlier amid the courtyard rubble, into the lotus's center. For a moment, there was nothing but silence. Then, a soft, luminescent ripple spread outward from the pedestal, illuminating the chamber in warm, golden light. The runes brightened until they shimmered softly along the walls, revealing scenes of elves communing with constellations, guiding the falling stars to bless their land with light and harmony. In the hush that followed, the traveler closed their eyes, standing still as a reflection of starlight. It was as if the chamber came alive in that moment, breathing echoes of old melodies and softly sung prayers. A gentle breeze swirled through the corridor, stirring the dust motes into swirling patterns in the air. From somewhere distant, the sound of gently chiming bells drifted through, faint yet comforting, merging seamlessly with the whisper of the wind. Stepping out of the chamber, the traveler found the night even clearer. The starfall overhead had grown into a grand display, each meteor tracing silver arcs across the sky, leaving behind shimmering tails that lingered for precious seconds. The moon, proud and brilliant, bathed the forest in gentle radiance. Now, from the heart of the courtyard, a soft glow beckoned, as though the very ground had begun to mirror the cosmic light above. The traveler made their way back, the corridor's path leading out to the open expanse once more. In the center of the courtyard, near the fallen columns and scattered crystals, a shallow, reflecting pool, previously unnoticed, now gleamed like polished glass. Perhaps hidden by layers of leaves and debris, it had quietly gathered the star-tinged dew, creating a small mirror to the sky. The surface, undisturbed by any breeze, displayed a perfect reflection of the meteor shower. As each star fell overhead, it also fell within the water, creating twin arcs of light that converged into one shining picture. For a moment, the traveler knelt by the pool, entranced by the perfect harmony between sky and reflection. When the traveler dipped a hand into the cool water, ripples spread across the mirrored surface, transforming the reflection into swirling patterns of cosmic color. Droplets clung to the traveler's hand, sparkling like tiny stars in their own right. Gently, the traveler turned the hand, letting the water trickle back into the pool, each droplet sending out new circles of shimmer. With every passing minute, the ruins seemed to brighten further. Subtle lines of light began coursing through the cracks in the stones, weaving a pattern like roots of an ancient tree made of starlight. The vines and blossoms, too, shimmered, their petals radiant in gentle silver and pale blue tones. Even the forest beyond the clearing basked in the starfall's glow, leaves catching flecks of brightness as meteor after meteor traced its luminous path across the sky. From a distance, an owl's soft hoot echoed, serene and wise, as though acknowledging the gentle magic unfolding below. Night-blooming flowers opened wider, releasing sweet fragrances that perfumed the air with a dreamy softness. Fireflies, tiny as glowing specks, began to dance around the courtyard, weaving a slow, languid waltz among the fallen stones. Their golden flickers complemented the silvery starbeams, adding a layer of quiet, joyful warmth to the scene. The traveler watched this tapestry of nocturnal wonder, heart filled with serene awe. It was a realm beyond haste or worries, a realm where ancient memory and celestial spectacle blended seamlessly. Every now and then, the traveler would close their eyes to savor the moment more fully, letting the hush of the ruins soothe any lingering tension, letting the rhythmic pulse of the starfall calm the mind. In the corners of the courtyard, faint silhouettes of ghostly figures seemed to appear. Not frightening, these were more like echoes from a distant time, ephemeral images of elf-like forms drifting among the columns and arches. Their movements were graceful, as if they swayed gently to some silent, eternal melody. At times they raised their arms to the sky, as though welcoming each falling star. It was hard to tell if they were illusions created by moonlight and imagination, or if some piece of the ancient elven spirit lingered here, awakening on such nights to join in the cosmic dance. The traveler felt no fear at these visions, only a deep sense of peace. It was a reminder that this place had once thrived with vibrant life, and that on nights of starfall, those memories found new breath, illuminated by the cosmos. Letting curiosity guide them, the traveler stepped softly toward one of these spectral silhouettes. The figure seemed to bow its head in greeting, and then, as a gentle breeze passed through, it faded into moonlit air. Even so, the calm warmth of its presence remained, like a blessing bestowed upon whoever ventured into these quiet halls. Gradually, the starfall slowed. Fewer meteors trailed across the sky, and the silent pulses of light along the stones softened. An unhurried hush returned, as if nature itself were sighing contentedly after a grand performance. The traveler found a spot to sit among the ruins, a low, stable stone near the reflecting pool, and gazed up at the heavens. The constellations, now realigned, glimmered calmly, maintaining a gentle vigil over the sleeping land. Yet the ambiance of magic lingered. The faint glow of runes persisted, albeit less bright than before. The crystals scattered along the courtyard still shimmered, reflecting bits of starlight like tiny beacons. And in the traveler's mind, an unspoken understanding flickered, that this was a sacred meeting place between the terrestrial and the celestial, a portal where the quiet heart of the forest and the infinite expanse of the heavens touched in tender harmony. At length, the traveler rose, crossing the soft grass to explore another corner of the ruins. There, half buried in dense moss, a series of steps led downward, disappearing into the earth. Intrigued by the gentle glimmer at the landing's edge, the traveler descended, lantern in hand. The stairway was narrow, carved with swirling patterns that evoked moon phases and star charts. The further the traveler went, the cooler and stiller the air became, as though stepping into the hushed chambers of a moonlit temple. At the bottom, the tunnel opened into a small crypt-like chamber. Ancient murals adorned the walls, depicting graceful elves guiding light from the stars into the earth, channeling cosmic energies to nurture gardens and forests. There was no sorrow or gloom in these depictions. Rather, they exuded a quiet reverence for nature's cycles and the tapestry of life woven between soil and sky. A single glow emanated from a pedestal in the center, similar to the lotus design above, but more subdued in its luminescence. Out of curiosity, the traveler drew closer. An orb of pale light seemed to hover just above the pedestal's surface, quivering gently like a bubble of moonlight. Within it, shimmering flecks moved slowly, forming and reforming patterns reminiscent of constellations. A soft warmth enveloped the traveler's hands when they came near. The orb pulsed gently, echoing the faint heartbeat of the ruins' enduring magic. Rather than disturb it, the traveler merely observed, taking a moment to appreciate the artistry of this hidden wonder. One could almost imagine elves of ages past bowing before this sphere, offering thanks for the harmony of existence. After a lingering pause, the traveler gently stepped back, feeling an unspoken bond with the land, as though part of their spirit had joined the timeless rhythm that lived in the stones. Returning to the courtyard, the traveler found the atmosphere even more serene. The night silence had wrapped itself like a gentle blanket over the ruins. Only the faintest hints of starlight still fell, twinkling sporadically across the heavens. Yet the memory of the grand star shower remained in every glowing leaf, every vine that shimmered softly, and each crystal that blinked with a tender spark. The forest's own lullaby gently rose again, branches sighing with the night breeze, insects adding their soft chorus, and the distant trickle of water continuing its peaceful tune. Overhead, the moon had drifted closer to the horizon, painting the topmost leaves with a faint, milky hue. A pleasant drowsiness seemed to permeate the clearing, as though nature itself was inviting all living beings to rest, nestling them in the safety of the ancient ruins. Strolling through the courtyard, the traveler placed a gentle hand on each moss-covered column, silently thanking it for its centuries of watchful grace. The columns, as if understanding, glowed faintly in response, pulses of light that moved slowly beneath the traveler's fingers. Approaching the reflecting pool one last time, the traveler gazed at the now calm surface. Its mirror showed a peaceful sky, dotted with fewer but no less resplendent stars. The traveler's own reflection appeared softly, blurred by starlight, forming an image that blended person and cosmos into one. In the hush that followed, the traveler found a comfortable spot against a half-collapsed wall, setting down any pack or gear. this was a place meant for rest and reverie, a haven gently guarded by the memory of ancient elves and the blessings of the night sky. Slowly, the traveler leaned back, letting the body grow heavy in a pleasant, grounding way. The stones behind felt cool and reassuring. The earth beneath offered its calm support, and the gentle hush of the forest promised a night of ease. Closing tired eyes, the traveler listened. The rustling of leaves, the gentle chirping of distant creatures, and the soft hum of lingering magic filled the air with a lullaby-like symphony. A subtle wave of peace enveloped everything, coaxing tense muscles to loosen, urging busy thoughts to quiet, and allowing the spirit to bask in the glow of the star-touched ruins. If any dreams approached, they would be dreams woven from starlight and the serenity of an ancient realm. Above, the sky's endless midnight slowly shifted, an almost imperceptible hint of dawn hours away. But for now, the forest world existed in a dreamy twilight, somewhere between wakefulness and slumber, a realm of velvet silence. One could imagine that the traveler's breathing synchronized with the forest's gentle rhythm, hearts beating in unison with the slow pulse of the earth. All was calm, all was safe. In that deepening stillness, the traveler drifted in and out of a soft awareness, glimpsing fleeting impressions, the swirl of silvery vines, the shimmer of runes on ancient pillars, the ghostly figures paying their gentle tribute to the night. Thoughts slowed to a quiet hush, each one dissolving as soon as it formed, replaced by a serene emptiness and a gentle acceptance of the present moment. Time lost meaning. The starfalls had ended, and only the soothing memory of their light lingered, as if embedded in the stones and etched into the traveler's mind. The ruins, content in their timelessness, cradled every silent breath, every soft flutter of eyelids, as the traveler sank deeper into rest. A glimmer of contentment shone through the hush, telling of gentle gratitude for the wonder just witnessed and for the gentle arms of the night that embraced all who ventured here. Let the last remnants of wakefulness release into the tranquil calm of this elven land. Feel the soft hush of ancient magic lingering in the air, wrapping around you like a warm shawl. Each breath flows gently, carrying with it the faint scent of moss, flowers, and moonlit dew. There is no rush, no pressing matter that demands your attention, only the quiet invitation to rest and to dream. As you sink into comfort, imagine the ruins standing watch over you, their silent guardianship ensuring that you remain enveloped in peace. The forest's lullaby continues softly, a constant reassurance that all is well. If thoughts wander, let them float on by, like leaves drifting on a slow-moving stream. Allow your awareness to rest on the gentle rise and fall of your chest, on the soothing darkness just beyond your closed eyelids, and on the subtle hum that resonates through these ancient stones. Feel the weight of your body grow pleasantly heavy, each muscle releasing into a gentle softness. Let your arms settle where they may. Let your legs feel supported by the comforting ground beneath you. Allow your eyelids to be at ease, gently closed, resting under the lull of starlight. In this moment, you can let every inch of yourself relax fully, surrendering any lingering energy to the stillness of the night. The hush wraps around you now, a quiet companion that gently shepherds you into the realm of dreams. Let the faint sparkle of stardust guide your final moments of wakefulness. Let the memory of falling stars fill your mind with a tender glow. Here, in the embrace of these timeless ruins, rest is not just sleep. It is a soft reunion with your own inner calm, a return to the gentle rhythm of the world that existed long before worry ever had a name. Drift deeper, dear traveler, and let the ancient forest cradle your breathing, lull you with its soft hush, and protect your journey into sleep. May your dreams be touched by the shimmering echoes of elven magic and the silent blessing of the starlit sky. Good night, dear traveler. Sleep well.